I made a silly game about a beacon, and here's how it works. So look, there's a cute little marker on the ground. So this is where everyone's gonna spawn in. We're gonna say that we're gonna play with 6 teams, okay? So we're pretending like there's 6 teams in the game. Bam. What's gonna happen is all the excess beacons and factories are gonna get removed, and we are going to get randomly spread in this world. And before you know it, the timer is gonna start ticking as it is, and the beacons and factories will be placed. So what you do is you gotta run over to your team's factory. Ta-da, we're at red team's factory, and you can tell because there's red glass next to it. So every team's factory has a different color glass next to it. Okay, and there will be glass that spawns in from this little chute. You see how it says spawn glass? Let's watch it spawn. Whoop, okay. Sorry, this just makes me very excited. So now what can you do with this glass? Well, you can place it on beacon. So what you do is you come over here and you claim a beacon for your team. All right, bam. So now red team is safe. They will move on to the next round. And you might notice, hey, I'm in adventure mode. What if I want to steal this beacon for my team? Well, my friends, then you have to do some killing. All right, well, I'm just gonna kill this guy real quick. And you'll see that I have just been gained a pickaxe with 1 durability. And you know what it can break? Red stained glass, blue stained glass, green stained glass, yellow stained glass, orange stained glass, purple stained glass. So you take your little, beautiful little, cute little pickaxe over here and you can mine the stained glass, which will allow someone else to put their team's glass on here. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the point of this game in the first place? Well, we said that there were 6 teams, and if you go all the way back up here, you're gonna see that there's only 5 beacons placed. So that means that one team is automatically going to die. If you feel it extra spicy, your team could try to control multiple beacons. You know, I never said anything against that. So you could say, oh, you know what? Red team also wants this beacon to be theirs. Haja. Now you just have to protect 2 at once. And now you're preventing another team from getting their own beacon. And once you get out of the beacon's range, you go back to survival mode. I just thought I'd mention that because it is a little annoying. And for some reason, they love to spawn on trees. So you guys get to enjoy that. Okay, we have our 35 blue stained glass, and we are going to place down some blue stained glass. So now both teams are safe. And now, Fish Stride and I, 2 different teams, are both in the auction house, and this is where I'll be on top of here telling you guys, oh, 2 sticks for 50 iron or whatever. And then the next round will begin. And you will go and do the whole thing all over again. But you'll notice now that the team's alive counter on the right says 2. And that's because it's magical and it can detect how many teams are left. So now only 1 beacon has been placed. And that means that both teams are going to have to fight over that 1 beacon until there's only 1 team left. And so far, blue team has it. What is red team going to do? Absolutely nothing. So we're setting the timer to 50 and bam. Fish Stride, who was on red team, says that they're not safe. It says teams alive 1. We have won the game. So this is my silly little beacon game. It's basically like a control game. You know, you got to control the beacons. If you want to play this, I really want to host this with a good amount of players. So please join my Discord server. And if you're already in there, mwah, love you.